Hello, this is the PodSquad. I'm Jordan, this is Will, and that is Ewan. Today we'll be talking about the top 10 dragons in literature, film, culture, everything basically. So,
they're not in a
particular
order because we'd never be able to agree on it. But
no.
Yeah. So I think first on the list we have Saphira from Eragon.
She's not technically the greatest or the most powerful, but she's pretty awesome, you know, in her own way. But yeah.
Have you got anything to say about Saphira? No. Do you know about Saphira? I'm gonna say I don't personally.
I watched the first Eragon film. I don't actually think they made any.
No, they never made any.
So I haven't read the books, so I mean, it's a nice name. That's about all I can say about the first one.
Seems I'm the only one here. Okay, so
no pressure.
No pressure. I mean, the film did a really big flop of everything, but I mean, generally in the books, she's just you know, extremely intelligent, as all dragons are in that series and everything. So yeah, I really love her. So she's really awesome, just generally. Yeah, in a sense.
Really?
In a way. Alright, that's Saphira at the moment. Yeah. Next
up is the Hungarian Horntail from Harry Potter.
It's not one dragon specifically.
No.
But
it's one mention of a dragon which goes
one
against Harry Potter. Yeah, I mean we see the Hungarian Horntail, the Swedish short snout, the Chinese fireball, and the Welsh green. Wasn't there a green one?
Welsh green.
Well. Yeah, Welsh green.
And so those Norwegian Ridgeback at some point.
Swedish short snout.
Yeah, so there's definitely they've put them in the bag. I mean, you've probably seen the film.
Yeah.
But that's the few that we see. But there's so many more in the actual HP universe. Yeah.
I think that the Hungarian Horntail is the only dragon to be described as Hagrid as a right nasty piece of work.
Yeah, but I mean, there's others like the largest dragon in the HP universe is the Ukrainian Iron Belly. And that's obviously does a lot of damage. So they all do. Yeah, I mean they all do. Yeah, yeah.
They breathe fire for God's sake.
I know.
Kind of.
But I mean, it's the different types of fire and everything. And, it's their aggressiveness. Anyway,
next up is Acnologia the Black from Lord of the Rings.
Now, Acnologia is the largest dragon in Lord of the Rings and was one of Morgoth's generals in the same way that Sauron was one of his generals. They were sort of on the same level. He was put in charge of Morgoth's dragon armies, to put it simply.
Yeah.
And he took a lot of killing.
Yeah.
To be honest.
They were extremely effective on the battlefield, just generally, against elves and all that sort of stuff.
Well, an elf versus a dragon is a bit of a
and also
slight advantage.
Not just a dragon, but a dragon that is roughly the same size as a mountain.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a difference between the two.
The line weakened and, incest occurred and all that sort of stuff happened. And
in Lord of the Rings?
That happened all the time in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's sort of similar to how in Game of Thrones the dragons from that they get weaker because there's only like 3 at the beginning basically, and it's those 3 dragons that have to carry on the line, and it's like 300 years before the first book starts. There's literally no dragons.
It's true to say though that with all Ancalagon's power, when he was asked to destroy the ring, Sauron's one ring, he still couldn't manage it.
Yeah.
So, next up, Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Bit of a change in pace here.
Yeah.
So I think, obviously in the books, Stop clicking, Nathan! So in the books, it said, there was an illustration of Toothless, and obviously he's tiny because he can fit in the basket that Hiccup carries him home. And obviously in the films he's bigger than Hiccup is.
Yeah.
And has retractable
But
balls.
apparently they're roughly the same age. That was mentioned in the second film.
I still like the Toothless in the films. Especially at the end of How to Train Your Dragon 2 when he kind of goes blue and no supernova or whatever.
He becomes the alpha.
Yeah, the alpha. He just looked really cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Did you not see How to Train Your Dragon?
I have seen both films
They get
twice,
frozen,
but I
and then
still don't remember.
they
There
burst
was one alpha. He'd kill the other alpha, and then near the end of the film, his tusk got broken off because Hiccup was just smashing him with little pure energy bolts. So it's pretty awesome.
So next
one?
up Acanolia. Did I say that right?
Fairy Tail.
Acanolia
It's
from
Acanolia.
Fairy Tail.
Um,
I have no idea who this is.
That's an idea.
Acanolia is sort of the marker of the end times and destruction, and the most powerful dark dragon in Fairy Tail. It's theorized that Acanolia was the dragon that taught Zeref how to use Dragon Slayer magic. Bit of a spoiler there. And here's an even bigger spoiler. It later turns out that it's not the dragon that taught Zeref how to use Dragon Slayer magic. It's that Zeref, after killing dragons, turned into Acanolia as his powers went out of control.
Yeah. Seems really powerful. Anyway,
Next up, Charizard from Pokemon. So, I think the
Probably the number one dragon on here, I think.
Shut up.
oh, it's so
No,
contended. But
no.
I mean, he's definitely in the higher regions. I think Generally,
Yeah.
he's just so awesome. I mean,
So,
obviously in the
he-
series, there's one Charizard. He becomes moody after evolving.
Yeah, but
It's like Pokemon
Yeah, I
for
know.
puberty.
But generally, it's like it's their honor and everything. And if you diss
Go
them-
away, Mom! I don't remember.
Yeah. And they're
Like
very.
shush, Charizard.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
but
a
he's still better than the anti-Charizard when Charizard's cloned.
Yeah, it's like the only
Honestly,
experience I have of Charizard is playing with him in Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U. So I mean, he's got I think Mega Charizard X or Y.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
Smash
personally
games.
not fond of the Mega Evolutions, but that's a whole different
whole
can
different.
of worms.
Yeah,
so
cut
I
of
have
fish.
no
Yeah.
idea what they are. So.
Okay, so the next one.
up, Falkor from the Neverending Story. Insane.
I only know about this from the sound clip, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay.
Probably the dragon to have received the worst ever green screen ever.
Yeah. I mean, he was kind of cute and everything, and I liked him. He was fluffy. He was great.
It's probably like
He
one
looked-
of the
to be honest, I think he looked more like a dog than a dragon.
He just looks weird.
He does.
I think, like, I mean, he's probably one of the few dragons that you could happily cuddle, just like fall asleep on him
that's
on a
what the
long
80s will
flight.
do to you. They'll make you weird. Was it in the 90s? It was in the 80s,
I
wasn't
don't know. It looked creepy.
it?
Though.
80s. Great time. Right, the
up.
next one.
Ender Dragon.
So, one of our
my.
PodSquadians just said this to us. and
PodSquadian.
I'm coming up with things here.
Official term, guys.
Yes, PodSquadians.
We will
okay.
use it from now on.
Yes, PodSquadians. Anyway, one of our fellow PodSquadians said to us, add a dragon. And we were like, oh yeah, Minecraft thing. So we were like,
I don't think
interesting.
that was quite the reaction. It was,
No, it was just generally, well, okay. That's nice.
it's like from Minecraft. I haven't seen an Ender. I've seen the Ender Man.
Okay, so when you kill Endermen, you get Ender Pearls.
Yeah.
When you get enough of the Ender Pearls, you can create an Ender Gate, I believe.
Well, you've done
Ender
Ender
portal.
Portal, you
And
go
it
down.
Was there
takes
actually an
you-
Ender portal and a Nether portal?
The Ender Portal takes you to the end. Nether
Yeah.
Portal takes you to the Nether.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you go to the end, you then
Nether
find...
go to the Nether.
When you get enough of them and you go to the end, you will find the Ender Dragon, which is sort of the last boss of Minecraft.
The
He's
last
protected
boss
by,
in a
like,
game that doesn't have a story.
What is it,
Well,
four
it doesn't
glass
now,
towers?
but-
and-
The end actually came about because when making Minecraft, it was never expected that people would just carry on walking in one direction. So after a while, the coding tripped itself up and ended up creating a really distorted and fucked up landscape, basically.
Lovely.
Which
Next up
Alduin.
is Alduin from Skyrim.
I'm not happy with this.
Well,
I
he wanted
never played
Parthenax.
Skyrim.
I wanted
and
Parthenax.
I have many debates
Generally,
with my friend.
Alduin is one of the main antagonists in the
Yeah, but-
main quest line.
But Parthenax is your mentor, basically.
Yes, I know, but he's the dude who everyone fears. You know, he's eating up souls and. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Southern Guard. Spoiler alert. Yeah, totally. Okay, so he's eating up souls and Southern Guard. He's really powerful. You know, he's the son of a really powerful god, which I've forgotten to name. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, I think he's just amazing, just generally. Anyway. So, next one, Ran and Shaw, Avatar series.
They are the...
Is this some
Avatar,
like
Last
the,
Airbender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the one with the blue people.
No. In the TV series, which is put down by the travesty of that Shyamalan film.
Don't even talk about it, okay?
Calm.
Ren and Shaw are two of the remaining dragons in the Fire Nation who teach Zuko and Aang how to properly firebend. They're hugely influential in the film, the TV series. They were also the two dragons that taught Iroh how to use firebending, and Iroh saved them when the Fire Nation went around killing dragons.
Yeah.
But they only actually appear for sort of half an episode.
I know, right?
But
They
there's
practice
sort of,
like the purest form. Really,
yeah,
of firebending.
there's all this sort of huge amount of lore behind them, but they actually only have, and they're so influential to the series, but they only actually have such a small actual appearance.
I mean, I think they teach like this. Is it Sun Civilization or something?
Yeah.
And you know they're generally like they adore them and everything. So.
Yeah.
So what would you say from that list your favourite dragons?
Ooh, well, for me it'd probably be between Acnologia or Ran and Shaw.
It's just so hard.
That's what she said.
Bruh. Okay.
Phrasing.
So, probably. Oh my god. Hungarian Horntail. That's it.
I think for me it'd be Hungarian Horntail and Toothless.
And Calagon the Brack and Hungarian Horntail. Yep. Alright guys, that's all we have time for at the moment. So we'll see you soon with the PodSquad. Alright. I've been Jordan, this has been Will, and that's been Ewan.
Like and subscribe and stuff.
Yes!